Yo, what is good? My anime people, what is good, yo? So, Sword Art this week was actually pretty funny. It was like literally an episode of just scaling a tower, a little bit of Asuna, and a little bit of our blonde Kimito going in and pretty much finding his next competitor or his next stepping stone, I should say, to getting to the top of the tower. This man was having a nice bath, and then he had to come and wreck that. So I don't think he's going to be too happy. Not to mention, this is the guy I've been looking forward to since the opener came out. Like, seeing him and Blonde Kimito going at it in the opener was absolutely hype. And I understand why people make anime music videos because you just find a song that works so good, and once you're listening to that song and watching your favorite opener or like watching a show that you're about to watch opener, man, oh, you just get in and you're like, oh, including you got to start it at the right time. I much respect, guys, much respect, but this week's episode of Sword Art, we really focus in on just how Kimito and Alice are calling a truce and trying to build their way or like climb their way back up to the top of at least maybe where there's somewhere they can get in, which doesn't make too much sense because I'm pretty sure there's all this, like, the building is the same through in and throughout. They have to like climb somewhere so high that there's actual like an opening on the flat roof or something, so that's pretty rough, but hopefully after they get there, Alice don't pull nothing and go Bankai and use her flower petals on him. So we're in a pretty dangerous spot, and I think because how Kimito is, he's bound to let his guard down to somebody who still sees him as a sinner, not as a friend or anything, but a sinner. And not to mention, his only reason for helping her was pretty much like, oh, hey, I want to help you get back up top to protect the point if, like, I'm going to help you do your job. Like, wait, what? He's trying to be as honest as possible. He just really don't want none of that sword action with her while they're in this, like, terrible position. So I truly respect that, but the things Kimito were doing, freaking he stuck his knife in the wall, and then he had to bring her all the way up to where he had his sword in the Javid like ridge. He had her then come up, put her sword up there, um, and then pretty much after getting it in, she pretty much saves him multiple times throughout trial or like different things that they're doing like that. So it's just like a back and forth. You save me, I save you, and they're just admiring each other for the save, but at the same time, they know how dangerous each other are, so they're like keeping their distance. I don't know what it reminded me of like the game called A Way Out, but less like they had less tension than these two do, because they didn't just try to like murder each other in the last like scene. So it's funny to me that whatever is going to come from these two working together is surprisingly like it's not as open booked as you think. Like, you would think because it's Kimito, she would just be on board. She's gonna do everything in her power to save him and herself now because he said done the same. No, like, she literally is watching Kimito in a fight, and she's slowly sheathing her sword after she just cut two monsters, and she knows he's battling, but she's still sheathing her sword very, very slowly, like not even thinking about helping him. So it's stuff like that that you could draw the conclusion of she don't care. Like, thank you for what you've done. Now, if you survive through all these things, I will kill you. It's pretty much the vibe she gives off, and I love it. Um, I just don't know if the whole dagger situation is actually going to work. I mean, I expect it to be the thing. Excuse me. I expect it to be the thing that works overall to bring her back, maybe like to the side to help. But it also seemed too good to be true, type of deal. Like, here is this dagger that will save your friend, and you'll never have to worry again. It's like, oh, really? This dagger, if I do that, will be fine. Yeah, no need to worry anymore. Like, oh well, who would have thought? See, I can't heal my other dancer, man. But yeah, absolutely hype stuff coming out of Sword Art. I never really know what to expect. If they're just gonna go full in and give us a whole bunch of characters fighting and stuff like that, or they're gonna contain it and just focus on something much smaller and keep it going instead of just like shortening the length and these guys climbing up a tower and the next scene and they're up there and they're like, oh hey, we made it to the top of the tower, how did we do that, and no one saw it off screen. It's really focusing in on how difficult it is, what else the woman has set up just for such an occasion for people, I guess, like trying to get all the way up top. I mean, it's a world where she has magic, so I guess it's not um, too safe to say that, or it's not that bad to say that it's possible that someone could have got up there. They have freaking dragons they're flying on as well, you know, so what's stopping someone from getting on their dragon, flying all the way up top to where she is and trying to launch a aerial attack on the place. So it's those types of things that having these little gargoyle dark territory monsters sitting at the top makes a lot of sense. Like, the show is dedicated to just putting some stuff out there that can really make this girl who we know is like controlling everything at her own will. It's really putting her on the pedestal of saying like she is very intelligent. She expects anything to happen, and once she does that, she is prepared for practically anything. So even the weird, random, obscure things. So I really do look forward to seeing the overall in-game battle of just how they're going to beat someone with the most authority in the whole entire game, or like this world at least. So it just sounds a little bit rough, you know what I mean? So I can't wait. There's that. And then the guy who gets out of the shower, man, if you guys go back and watch the song and just watch how him and Blonde Kimito are going at it, you could tell that he seemingly looks like he is toying with him almost. Like he is not even trying, and that he's one of the more talented people. Which, when he said, I just got here, can you give me a minute? He said, I just got to the capital, and I was like, no way, this guy's a brand new one of the people that they captured, or that she's put the memory chips in or something like that. But I think he was just talking about him being in the bath overall, so I'm pretty sure one of my anime people will summarize that for me, and that would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, him being one of the people I was looking forward to. I'm glad that we're getting there. Not to mention everything that's going on in the background is dope. It's not like anything that they're, well, I guess Asuna's part was kind of boring, but I mean, she's in human form. I mean, what more she can't really do much. You know, she's just there at this point, and she's literally trying to be moral support for someone who she can't even actually tell that she's there and supporting him, you know. So everything on her side is the worst. I think we kind of got a glimpse of who could be the one that kind of organized the dark side of the art. Like, there's all these people that joined in, and they were supposed to teach the humans like certain things. And one guy joined in, and he's like, I'm going to teach you how to be the Illuminati. And they're like, wow, we're evil. Like, I honestly don't know where the man was going with his plans. But, yeah, I mean, it clearly came out the way he wanted it. And it's still growing to this day. So I honestly think there's probably someone, or not someone, but multiple people who organize, or organized, who put that together and organized all of that, um, treacherous stuff to happen in this world that pretty much shouldn't be happening. They're gonna make it a guarantee it happens. And the weird enough is I didn't understand what was the point of doing it, because unless you like choose to live there, and then somehow they know about you and what you've done to get them to where they are. I don't know, man. Like it seemed really petty. It seemed like, oh, well, a world can't exist without evil is pretty much what the other people made me think of. Like, oh, we have evil people in our world, so why shouldn't you have evil people in your world? And that's about as far as I could tell they were going with that. Which, I mean, if that's the case, like, cool, it makes sense. That's real, that's true. So it happens, but the evil person in this world has way too much power, in the sense of making killing or hunting prohibited, so no one can get any like intelligence when it comes down to authorities and new abilities and stuff like that. That's broken. So yeah, we'll see how this all plays out. Sword Art is truly one of those shows that whenever I watch it, I kind of just go blank mind, because there's no way I can guess what that author is thinking. He's a guy who started a show about having Kimito be a pimp with all these girls that are falling in love with him, to giving us compelling stories after compelling stories that then portray to Kimito getting some more ladies. Like, there's not much I could tell you guys besides hold on to your butts. It's gonna be a Kimito ride, okay? And Blonde Kibito is doing the fighting for us right now, which I think is very needed, because to be fair, to be a student of Kimito's, and for him to literally be saved like every single time by Kimito, it's gotta be embarrassing for him. I bet you he's about to do something ridiculously crazy, and we're gonna have a good reason to be talking about Blonde Kimito. Or vice versa, he's gonna do something and make blonde and black hair Kimito look bad, because they're both using the same fighting style, and he's gonna be like, "What's this fighting style?" He's gonna be like, "Minecraft," and he's like, "That fighting style's trash because I just slapped you with it." So hopefully he does not embarrass the name Kimito, and we get to see a very, very dope fight next week. Other than that, though, guys, I think I have one more video coming later tonight, so if you guys aren't already subscribed here and have that notification bell, please do so, because it greatly helps the channel, and I do want to make a anime community where people can just come in and talk about any types of animes without really getting judged, and just even talk about animes that we don't even talk about on the channel, so maybe we can talk about on the channel. So all those things are what I'm striving for, and I hope that you guys will be a part of it and help me grow a community that we can all jump into and just have a nice conversation whenever we really feel like it. So with that being said, guys, I hope you have a great day, night, evening, whatever the case it may be. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'll have some things to drop on Sunday. So on Sunday, with the Super Bowl and stuff happening, I will have that content. So don't worry about that either being a thing to stop me. So thank you, guys. I will talk to you in the next one, because you guys are amazing. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for just the views. It's all so awesome, and I'm going to be here dropping that daily content so you guys have more stuff to watch all the time and think about, because Radiant and Sword Art, pretty awesome this week, but Radiant definitely takes it for me. So let me know what you think about Radiant. I'm sorry I'm bringing it up in this video, but go to Radiant, show it some support, because this anime needs to get out. Sword Art is already amazing and great, and it's coming probably close to a conclusion already too. So with that, everybody, I can't wait to see you in the next one. All right, peace.